Today I'm going to show you the ultimate chocolate cake. It's a really nice moist sponge which is sandwiched with an amazingly delicious mousse, and it's topped with some meringue and some chocolate ganache and some salted caramel sauce. I'm going to start by mixing all the dry ingredients together. So 150 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of ground almonds, 50 grams of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of bicarb of soda. And I will give it a good mix, and we'll leave this aside now. Then we're going to mix the wet ingredients. So I've got 100 ml of boiling water, 100 grams of sour cream, and I'm going to add the sour cream to this boiling water and mix it well. And now I can start mixing everything in the mixer. 150 grams of unsalted butter, 250 grams of golden caster sugar. Beat it for a minute or so till it's light and creamy. Then we'll add the vanilla extract and the 2 large eggs and mix it again. We'll keep the mixer on very low speed and slowly add 50 grams of melted dark chocolate. And we're going to add half the flour mix and let it continue to beat. Then we'll add half the boiling water and sour cream mix, and once it's mixed we're going to add the rest of the flour mix and then finish with the rest of the sour cream mix. Now we can increase the speed and let it mix for 1 or 2 minutes. The cake mix is ready and it smells amazing. I have got 4 round 8-inch cake tins here and I have lined them with baking paper. So what I'm going to do is try and divide it as equally as possible, then spread it a little. These will now go in the oven at 180°, roughly for 20 minutes, after which we'll check with the skewer. Cakes are ready and cooling, so I'm going to get started with the chocolate mousse, which is going to be sandwiched with the cakes. And for that I have got 300 grams of melted dark chocolate. I have got 6 eggs, large eggs, and I have separated the yolks and the whites. And I've got 100 grams of golden caster sugar and 200 grams of double cream. I'm going to start with 6 egg yolks and add 100 grams of golden caster sugar to this. I'll whisk it till it's light and creamy. Now it's really nice and pale in color, and that's when we know it's done. Now I'll whisk the double cream till it forms soft peaks. That looks lovely, so we'll leave it at that. That's the 6 egg whites, and we're going to beat it till it's nice and stiff. And that is our egg whites ready. All our ingredients are ready, so we can now make our mousse. That's the egg yolks and sugar, and we can add the melted chocolate to this. The next thing to add is the cream, and we'll fold it all in nicely. Now it's mixed, we will add the whisked eggs whites. We'll add half of it and bring it all together. Try and not mix it roughly because you lose all the lovely air. Turn it all around in a circle and cut it in the middle, or just like figure of 8. In goes the rest of the egg whites, and again fold it all in quite gently. Right, that looks really good now, really good. The cakes have cooled down, our chocolate mousse is ready, and I'm going to assemble it in another really deep cake tin because we're going to leave it in the fridge to set. I'm going to line it with some cling film, and I'm going to start with the first cake. The first layer is in, and I am going to put 1/4 of the mousse into the cake tin and just very gently spread it. Put the second layer That's another layer of the gorgeous mousse. That's the third layer of the cake. Oh, yum! I can't wait for this to set. And there's still loads of lovely things to go on this cake. That's our last layer of cake. And look, the tin is not big enough. So if you have a bigger tin, use it. And a really thin layer of mousse layer on top. The cake is beautifully wrapped up, and this is going to go in the fridge for at least 2 hours. But if you can leave it overnight, even better. So it's been in the fridge for a couple of hours, not overnight, but it's still set and it is ready. And now we can put in all sorts of things on top of it. To start off, I have got some ganache. You can find the recipe on the channel for that. Pipe this on the corners a bit. Let it just gently drip down on the side. And I have got some Italian meringue. You can find the recipe on the channel with baked Alaska. Just with the help of a spoon, you can texturize the top of the meringue. You can put evenly or a bit roughly, however you want. Go crazy. I've got a blowtorch here and I'm just going to quickly brown the meringue. I have got some nut praline here, which I am just going to sprinkle. I've got some hazelnut chocolates here and I'm just going to put some of them. I've also got some caramel sauce. The recipe can be found on the channel. Now I'm just going to dribble on the side and a bit on the top. And that is looking pretty good to me. Moment of truth. Time to dig in. And I really do want all the layers, all the flavors, all the chocolate, the caramel, the meringue, that mousse. Oh. This is serious stuff. That is the ultimate chocolate cake. There's so many things going on here and every element is so delicious and goes well. This is a perfect celebration cake. It is so rich, and just if you're a chocoholic, then go for it. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.